Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
A local law enforcement agency sends out a warning about scam calls. This comes as reports are increasing over callers claiming to be police officers.
Plus, a Forest City revitalization project breaks ground. We'll look at phase 1 of Colman Yards construction.
And a local high school assembles to honor those who served. The keynote speaker says military service is a great choice for students looking for a future career. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. A local police department sends out a warning
after receiving reports of scammers claiming to be law enforcement. Rockford police say scammers are spoofing phone numbers to appear to be RPD or using officers' names to demand payment for outstanding warrants or other financial needs. The department says people may be asked to purchase gift cards or prepaid credit cards and send them to the caller. Rockford police remind residents they do not take payments of any kind over the phone. If you receive one of these calls, write down the name and phone number and report it to Rockford police using their non-emergency number. Hundreds of residents in Chicago marched against the planned tent camp to house migrants in their neighborhood.
Alyssa Donovan takes us to the Brighton Park demonstration.
There are so many places out there. Why Brighton Park?
Around 200 people marched down the streets of Brighton Park on Friday.
We say no!
Protesting plans by the city for their neighborhood to house up to 2,000 migrants. At a community meeting last week, residents voiced their concerns, but some feel their opinions were not considered.
Things are being pushed down people's throats without us having a say-so. That's my main beef, not having a chance to have a say-so in what's going on here.
The city has signed a lease on the vacant privately owned property at the corner of 38th Street and California for $91,400 a month. They're planning to build the first of Mayor Johnson's migrant tent cities on the land.
We say no!
Residents are concerned about safety and the impact on their homes and families.
When you're going to have these many people here during the day, they have nothing to do. What are they going to be doing during the day or in the evening?
Since August 2022, 20,700 migrants have arrived in the city of Chicago. Right now, the city has 25 shelters housing more than 12,000 migrants, but more than 2,500 are still awaiting placement, living at police departments and airports. Brighton Park residents are sympathetic for the migrants, but feel there has to be a better solution.
It needs to be taken care of better than how it is. Let's put it that way.
Today, protesters marched to 12th Ward Alderwoman Julia Ramirez's office to voice their frustration, but she was not in the office.
Julia, come out!
The crowd saying that they will continue with demonstrations like this until they get more clarity on these plans.
We need answers. That's what the public wants, just answers.
Rockford's Barbara Coleman rebirth is officially underway. Jay Jeffers announced the Coleman Yards project broke ground. The firm's $106 million Phase 1A includes the rehab of 3 former factory buildings into apartments and a new parking structure. A total of 400 full-time construction jobs are expected to come with the project. Development should be complete by mid-2025.
A state-line food bank receives thousands of pounds in food donations. Tyson, Bimbo Bakeries USA, and Walmart have donated 31,000 pounds of food to the Northern Illinois Food Bank. That donation is equal to 26,000 meals to help those struggling with hunger throughout the 13 counties that the food bank serves.
A local health care center honors an employee for his military service. In honor of Veterans Day, UW Health is highlighting the story of one of its MedFlight crew members. Dr. Ryan Newberry is a flight physician in a helicopter. He grew up in Freeport and trained as a firefighter and paramedic. Dr. Newberry joined the military in 2008. He started working for UW's MedFlight in 2019. Dr. Newberry says his military service prepared him to adapt to situations outside of the hospital.
It's not my quote, but a mantra we like to use is that critical care isn't a place, it's a mindset. And the military prepared me very well to take very good medicine and principles of good medical management and practice outside of a large facility with very limited resources. And that helps us with MedFlight bring the highest level of care to the roadside or our outside hospitals every day.
Veterans make up a little more than 10% of MedFlight's workforce.
local elementary school held an event to recognize Veterans Day. Students and staff of Brookview Elementary School assembled to honor those who served. Children spent time singing patriotic songs. South Beloit nonprofit Vets Roll attended the event. The organization's president says he was filled with pride seeing the excitement coming from the students.
It's so important right now with all the divides in this country politically and the other issues we have going on, to see that these children are learning at a young age that we're all Americans and we're all under one flag, and that's the really important thing. And they learn now and they can carry that with them through the rest of their lives.
Brookview students recently held a penny drive to raise money for the group. They were able to raise $1,100. Vets Roll will use the money raised by students to help take a veteran to Washington, D.C. during a trip in May. A state line high school honors those who served. Winnebago High School hosted their annual Veterans Day Assembly. Former service members had the chance to have a nice breakfast. Jim Seisha spoke to students about his experience in the service. He hopes young adults will take his words to heart and join the armed services.
It's a great place to start. You find focus, you find determination, you find what it's like to be part of a team. It's a great experience for most. Now, some go through a lot of things that make it very difficult, but one thing they all have in common, when they sign on that dotted line to be a military person, they, are saying they're willing to do whatever has to be done.
Seisha says the best way to honor a veteran is to thank them for their service.
Rockford's Hard Rock Casino celebrates veterans. Color Guard members visited the casino. The detachment presented regimental colors and the national flag. Participants also recited the Pledge of Allegiance and sang the national anthem. Hard Rock executives call the event a great way to expose guests and team members to the armed services history.
I think this is a great demonstration, really using them from the stories, when you look at their uniforms, the long history that they bring. I think that's something that we wanted to have here on site and be able to share that with some of our guests, with some of our team members as well.
Hard Rock hopes to recognize area veterans every year with events like this.
A Washington lawmaker releases a new report on inflation.
Up next, he says findings show corporate greed is the main driver of price increases.
Coming up at 6, a special edition of Eyewitness News will hear stories from across the state line about the organizations honoring veterans.
Our temperatures were stuck in the 40s here for the afternoon. After a little bit more cloud cover, kind of held our temperatures a little bit lower. I'll let you know when that cloud cover is expected to clear and when we see our temperatures rise even as high as the 60s. I'll be up in just a few minutes to let you know when.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
A U.S. Senator releases a special report on inflation.
He says the findings show the high prices consumers are paying is due to the greed of corporations. Washington correspondent Alexander Limon has the story.
Pennsylvania Senator Bob Casey says there's a reason Americans are paying more for everything from food to gas.
The concept of greedflation, that means major corporations using inflation as a cover for greed.
Casey says major corporations are charging consumers higher and higher prices when they don't need to.
So they're getting all these tax breaks, their profits are sky high, and on top of that, they jack up the price of food and so much else.
He says his colleagues in Congress must take action.
We've got to stop this. We've got to take on these corporations.
Casey's proposal is to raise taxes on companies that are raising prices excessively, even though they're already making record profits. Casey also proposes the money be returned to consumers through tax credits.
Facetiously, I'm just going to say Democrats blame corporations for everything.
Republican Senator Shelley Moore Capito does not agree that the rising prices are the result of greedy corporations.
Not when interest rates are up over 5%. That means that any corporation or anybody who's manufacturing or agriculture folks are paying more for their product.
Casey's plan would need support from Republicans like Capito. So right now, the plan appears unlikely to become law. In Washington, Alexandra Limon.
It was a chilly day today. Temperatures didn't even hit the 50s.
After the break, Jordan tells us when we could see the state line warm up and if any rain will ruin our weekend plans.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
We had some low-level cloud cover through the majority of the day today, and that kept our temperatures a little bit on the lower side than they otherwise could have been. If we saw a little bit more sunshine throughout the majority of the day, it's very likely our temperatures could have even warmed a little bit more than the low 40s, where we ended up seeing for many of our areas earlier this afternoon. A lot of that cloud cover that we had now continuing to drift off to the south, but also fading as drier air works in, helping to evaporate away some of that cloud cover. And we've actually seen a lot of clearing taking place, especially over these last few hours across our SkyTrack cameras in the region. Some of these a little bit darker than others, as some of them are a little bit further to the east than others, maybe a little bit change in direction of where those cameras are pointed. But the sun having just set not that long ago, now showing off some of those clearer skies. And as a result, those temperatures are going to fall a little bit quicker in these next few hours. Many spots are already down into the 40s region-wide, but locally we've actually seen a couple spots even dip into the 30s because of those clearing skies taking place a little bit earlier, and not too much further for those temperatures to fall, as we only made it up into the low 40s and mid 40s throughout the afternoon. Current temperatures sitting in the upper 30s for many of us, 38 in Rockford, 37 in Janesville, 39 in Freeport, 39 in Monroe as well, still holding on to a couple spots that are at that 40-degree mark. Terry out in Genoa, one of our weather watchers, is reporting a temperature of 40 degrees, a dew point of 31, and winds from the northwest around 6 miles per hour. Temperatures continuing to fall underneath the clear skies for the rest of the night tonight, down to 27 for the overnight low, with that gradual clearing that's already taken place for the majority of us, leading to that kind of cooler, more chilly night, especially early into tomorrow morning. With that sunshine early on, though, temperatures rebound fairly quickly, back up into the low 50s for a couple spots. Plenty of that sunshine early, followed by increasing cloud cover once again as we get into the afternoon and into the evening. Futurecast clears us out pretty quickly with temperatures into the upper 20s overnight tonight. Quite a bit of sunshine to kick off the day tomorrow, but increasing cloud cover for the afternoon and evening, followed by even an isolated chance for some rain showers, maybe a sprinkle or two toward the midnight hour tomorrow night going into the early part of Sunday morning. Followed by that, we do actually have plenty of that sunshine kicking in once again for the afternoon on Sunday. Then our long-term kind of more pattern does trend towards some more mild weather, and that's going to stick with us for a while because of this ridge of high pressure in the upper levels that's going to develop, leading to much warmer weather here locally as well as across a good chunk of the country as well. However, that next trough going to eventually work its way in, especially as we get into Thursday and Friday, and that is going to bring our temperatures back down. In the meantime, though, temperatures are going to remain fairly mild, even around 10 degrees above normal for this time of year. 59 degrees on Monday, 60 degrees on Tuesday, 61 on Wednesday, and 62 on Thursday. That gradual warming taking place by around 1 degree per day. Normally, our last 60-degree day of the year comes around a week from now on the 19th of November. 50 degrees for Veterans Day, 55 on Sunday. A little bit more sunshine kicking in for the middle part of the week, into the 60s for a few days in a row before that next rain chance and cooler weather toward next weekend.
Sure is a lot of sunshine on that 70 forecast. Thanks, Jordan.
Scott's next with sports. The defense is getting praise for the Bears' latest win. We'll hear from two key guys who stepped up for them last night.
And the Ice Hogs and their rookie goalie are ready for action at the BMO Center.
Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
And the Bears know this much: they are better than the Carolina Panthers are, but not by much. A missed Panthers field goal toward the end of the game last night at Soldier Field helped the Bears get out of there with a 16-13 win, their third of the season. This game is all about the Bears' defense. He got the game ball after coming up with 3 sacks. Montez Sweat did not get a sack, but he was credited with 3 quarterback hits.
As a defense as a whole, especially the back end, they did a great job. But yeah, I felt like the defense as a whole did a great job.
I feel like it's, we've been searching for one of these close games where we can pull it out. But good teams find a way to get those done, and it wasn't always pretty. That's football. That's the NFL. I thought we just did a great job of staying together and believing in one another and finding a way to win.
Edwards ranks first in the NFL with 110 tackles. That's also the most tackles any Chicago Bear has ever had through the first 10 weeks of a season. Speaking of great defense, the Packers will face one Sunday in Pittsburgh. The Steelers will be coming after Jordan Love. Love got a little confidence boost last week against the Rams. Played well in that second half, and he completed 12 of 13 passes, 1 for a touchdown.
No, I do think it gives you momentum. Being able to finish the game with the ball and like you said, have that momentum and obviously just get a win. I think it propels us into this week to, keep building on what we did last week, keep working at what we did, everything that we focused on during the week of practice, just keep that up and don't change anything.
The Packers' offense has struggled all season, so I can't see it having much success against the Steelers' D. Their best hope is Kenny Pickett throwing a couple of pick sixes. I'm taking Pittsburgh in this one, 27-13. In Rockford tonight, the Ice Hogs will try to pull back together. They'll host the Iowa Wild. Hogs lost their last time out Wednesday morning to the Texas Stars 5-1. And since Jackson Stauber got the starting goal in that game, we should see Drew Comesso back in the net tonight. In his last 2 games, he stopped 44 of 45 shots. Comesso ranks 7th in the AHL in goals against average and save percentage. He continues to impress Saunders Sorensen.
He just looks poised in net. Looks like he's reading the puck, his eyes look like he's tracking. Really good. I think Jackson has been really good as well. So I think right now we're in a really good spot with both of them.
I'm certainly anxious to see more of him. That's sports. We'll be right back.
First Warn Interactive Radar from Rockford Auto Glass & More continues to show the clearing skies that we have for the rest of the evening tonight. Temperatures falling back down into the mid and upper 20s for the overnight lows. We do rebound pretty quickly with early day sunshine tomorrow. Back up close to the 50-degree mark. Additional sunshine going to be working in for the middle part of the week, bringing our temperatures into the mid 50s, then the upper 50s, then the low 60s for the middle part of the week. That all leading up to what we have some more ridging in the upper levels, leading to high pressure at the surface. That sunshine and warmer weather sticking with us before our next rain chance and cooler weather toward the end of next week.
60s look great. Thanks, Jordan.
Have a great weekend and stay safe.